to it than I was.
Oh, it's so cold. It is so cold already. Oh, God. My face is going to go numb. This is great.
Oh, my God.
Buy recreational all-terraining.
I'm just a dirty white boy. 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 Dirty white boy.
Don't turn off my fucking radio. You got me?
Oh yeah. Introducing Dave Lang. Take one.
Hi, I'm Dave Lang. I'm another one of Keith and Mike's car buddies here. Mike's nickname for me is apparently the Little Professor because whenever I get a car, I like the history behind it. I really do. I'll go research the history, research the facts of what makes it unique, and anytime I try and start a project like this, I try to do it with as much information as possible, just because I hate getting halfway through and struggling because I didn't know something. So that's where the Little Professor comes from, and I'll own it. I kind of like it. So that brings us to today. Working on my 1986 GL here. So I acquired this sweetheart, and in typical Dirty White Boys Garage fashion, it's got lots of problems with it. Mainly, it doesn't run. So basically, I went and got on Marketplace, saw the ad, and the guy was like, basically, you know, runs, needs head gasket, blah, 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 all the goodies with a bunch of crappy pictures. Perfect. I was hooked. I was in. It was great. Said it came with 4 new tires, which we'll get to. So, me and Keith went to go check her out, and sure enough, it looked pretty much exactly like this. It was on 4 really, really quite terrible tires. Half the motor was all apart already, which that was just getting the work started for us. And the guy said, well, I ran it in my driveway for a little bit, without the exhaust, by the way, and it was loud and it would just overheat, so it's probably the head gasket. Okay, what Subaru doesn't have a head gasket? So, went and got it home, and we came up with the idea that, well, I got a bunch of projects going on, Keith has a bunch of projects going on, we really don't have time for this. So the best thing to do would just be to take the motor out of it, re-gasket it, fix the head gaskets, give it a nice honing, nice little refresh, and get it all back in one day. So, here we are. So, we gotta take the hood off, and a common way to make sure you put it back in the right place is to use a paint marker and get in and just line it up. Keith handed me a paint pen, which I wasn't really fond of how that was putting its little bead there. So, we're gonna go a little upgrade. Do a little perfect. And you don't need to worry about overspray. That's fine. Perfect. You don't need to worry. This is fucking good.
Yes, it is. Thank you again, Giselle. That was my Christmas present.
How much was that unit?
I have no idea. She bought the whole, like...
Worth it.
Oh, this way. She bought the whole, like, my first Milwaukee set.
Nice. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, now, actually, you should just be able to just, yeah.
Well, I don't want to just yank. I mean, it's not my car.
Well, okay, no, we got
we got
clamp
lots
here.
of rubbers.
We got a clamp here. Here, I'm just gonna bring it back like this.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Look at... What the...
Here, can you take some pictures of how this is while we're taking it apart? That'll help. No, seriously, I mean, we might need to reference them.
Jesus.
I even grabbed a little camera just to bring you guys in. Look at how many vacuum hoses are on this thing.
Yeah, I tried labeling them here, and I got to E and gave up because...
That's as high as you can spell the alphabet?
Yeah, pretty much. We're just going to assume we don't need at least a full half of these, and just plug the ones back in for the fuel and like the float bowl vents if we're feeling generous, and
what do they all
call
do?
it a day.
It's got a normal electric choke on it,
well,
but it's got two solenoid thingies on the
No
choculators.
idea what these do. A couple of the hoses are for they're for thermocouplers, which
That's not connected to something. I don't know.
we all know. Thermocouplers are a component of your average Japanese robot, which makes sense why this has them. And we're just going to assume they're not important and get rid of them. And there's an EGR valve here. That's probably gonna get deleted. I don't know.
Can you imagine being a mechanic that's like, I've worked on V8s and flathead straight sixes my whole life in 1980, what is this, 84?
86.
86, and some woman comes in like, hey, my Subaru is running a little rough. Can you look at it? And they pop this fucking thing, and they're like, what the darnation?
This happened on my Yugo. I popped the air cleaner open. Saw all of this. I got really depressed.
No, we're gonna put that. Just put that back.
Yeah, I looked at it on the Yugo. Got really depressed for about a half hour as I looked at it. Then I remembered the Yugo had a Weber carburetor, and my old Weber carburetor on my Spitfire, which is now on Keith's Spitfire, had just one port on it going to the vacuum advance, not about 20. So I just went ahead and plugged them all off and plugged it into the distributor, and the thing ran fantastic. So we're probably going to do something similar here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's going to be.
I love the color.
Yeah. Oh, isn't it great?
Yeah.
It's great, dude.
Extra patina right there.
Yeah, not that much weight reduction. Have a seat and look at the magic lever.
What are we on, jack? Or
We're on 4. All right, John, you ready to pop the motor out here?
Yep.
Yeah, let's get this thing out.
All right. Oh, look who's fucking
Look who
here.
decides to fucking show up.
Oh, he's got
We're gonna lose the shot.
what? Fine.
Yeah, and bring some coffee for the rest of us.
And that pink foo-foo shit.
Have to lift up.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're only about yay long. Ready? One,
Yep.
two.
Oh, wow.
Okay, now, there we go. All right, get it up on there. Oh.
You assholes.
We're good.
We're good.
We're good.
Holy shit.
Woo!
That's no
Yeah!
He wants a mouse house.
Yes! Mouse house!
Mouse house.
That was awesome.
Never mind the overkill engine stand over there. Engine
yeah.
hoist.
Yeah, look at the giant engine hoist. This could lift the entire car. But no,
Good job, guys.
that whoop was my foot coming out from under me. Like I was putting all of my weight on that one foot, and it just went whoop.
And this course sport did a damn good job.
Yeah.
That's some quality steel right
I love
there.
how the trans is just like wobbled. Yeah, I did not know that.
It is
literally
the
just
wobble
sits
top
there.
trans.
That's smaller than a Triumph.
Look at it, the input
And it's
shaft
all-wheel
is-
drive.
Yeah, the input shaft. Yeah.
Well, we need the other side out. But just put it on and you can spin it when it's on there. Just go. I know it gets lighter the more you hold it.
Here's a.
Really?
Yeah, I had an 01 Outback, I had an 02 Outback, and
Oh.
06 Forester.
Okay.
Nothing cool. But my 01 Outback was a great car.
Yeah, so I guess we're gonna want to do cam first there.
Yeah. But I had a little Craftsman toolbox, right? I carried it around with me. Oh, so that's not an 18. It's probably a 17.
Look at this little baby cam.
Well, anyways, I was turning around a corner, and this Craftsman toolbox decided it needed to go flying. Across the trunk of that car on a really slow turn. And I had a can of PE blaster back
They're
there
not
as well.
This is baby rocket armor.
So it went on its side, and the toolbox went like this. And I had a fountain of PB blaster in the trunk of my Subaru for about 5 minutes before I could get out of traffic.
That happened to my dad's Cadillac.
Oh,
It's still, the trunk still reeks of PB Blaster.
Okay, I've got, not to one up you,
Like real tools.
not to one up you, but
How about some half-inch drive stuff?
when I was over at Corone's one day, he told me to
Oh God.
spray ether into his Ford Power Stroke diesel to get it to start, and it started. So I put the can down on the battery, and we walked away, and the fucking hood went, and it went down slowly, and it hit that can, which just happened to be pointed right at the intake. Fucking locked solid.
Alright, do you have half-inch drive?
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Oh.
I want to see.
Hey, there's piston. Or there's one piston.
Yeah, there's. Oh, that's why it's broke. There's no pistons in it.
This was light.
That was.
This wasn't the blown side.
Is there a gasket anywhere? Oh, yeah, it's right here.
Smells like burnt oil.
Yeah, well, let's. We
What-
got
how's
it.
the ridge?
We
This
got
looks like.
Ridge looks good.
I'm confused here. I don't see
Just,
studs.
yeah.
Play us the tune,
Hey.
Dave.
This sounds
Play
like
us the song of your people.
1600s Japan.
This is where you bend all the top threads. Then we're fucked.
Now that's a beat you could dance to.
All right. Vice grip.
Cleaning. The part that takes the most time, but
I like
the
those
part
safety
that might be the most important. Oh, these are my
Indeed.
my sexy specs.
Well, they're working.
Yeah. Ladies, I am not single. As Corone always says, cleanliness is next to godliness. We all know that guy's religious.
And now a message from our sponsor, Corrosion.
Corrosion.
So yeah, we're gonna do the same
Actually, this is all just grime from the coolant being in the head. And just the dirt on the outside of the damn thing. But I did manage to get...
Ooh, would you just look at that?
So she's
That's
gonna burn
beautiful.
cleanly now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Would you just look
I
at
heard
that?
a simultaneous look at that.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's more shinier.
Yeah. That'll make
Shiny
Dave
is
happy.
good.
Shiny's good.
Yeah.
Do this with the valves in.
This is past.
'Cause otherwise you're taking your valve seats right out. Where is it? Where's the plug that's supposed to be in there but isn't?
There.
There, yeah. That one was just open. That plug was just dumping coolant, and that's why.
That's what it should look like. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, and that's why this is just all slime, just bleh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Goop.
Goop. By the way, I got to thank you for including me in the video, even though I'm doing the cleaning, because it actually is my show, and you're all guest stars on here. But you know,
For now.
for now,
Can't forget about Keith.
can't forget about me. I'm the one wearing the shirt. Damn it!
See the store.
I haven't set that up yet, but there will be. If you want a shirt like mine,
By the time you're seeing this, he set it up.
we've got a different logo on the back, but that logo is going to stay. I
Turn
like
around, show off the
I got-
merchandise.
it. Dirty White Boys Garage.
Now that's a fine shirt.
We're going to have the Hemi logo in the center instead of the Charger.
Yeah.
'Cause
Everyone's gonna want one.
Charger hasn't been on the show yet.
Stay tuned.
Yet.
Sucks, but you can try.
We're not a YouTube show unless we have a wrecked Lamborghini.
What about a wrecked Maserati?
I got a trailer park Lambo.
Trailer Park Lambo or wrecked Maserati?
What?
We gonna go wreck it?
Let's not go wreck it yet. I tried. I almost put it in the wall at fucking Waterford Hills.
Hey, Dave,
Yeah.
you're right. You might have to fucking more.
Got this little spring assembly and shit in there, and I mean, I just took it apart. Yeah, obviously with no thing in there, it was really easy.
Which is funny because 2 minutes ago I was trying to take that fucker apart.
I mean,
and I
because the
couldn't
way it
do
works,
at all.
right, the way it works is it fills with oil, and there's a spring there. It fills with oil, and it automatically. Valve clearance to be the correct. That'll work. When are you gonna be back down here?
The lifters are fine and are going back in.
We'll just emery it in if it's a bit bigger. That's fine.
I love it 'cause it's his car.
Do you think what else do you do in this situation? Hey, was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
Hell no!
Didn't Don't Stop Me that a roll?
Just a dirty white song. Dirty white song. Dirty white song. It's interesting how the bolt on the rod actually goes from the cap to the rest of the rod instead of the other way around.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It does though, because you can't put it in the other way because there's not an otherwise it.
There wouldn't be there wouldn't be enough room to tighten it down.
Right,
So.
that's how the land goes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Did you check the guides? How loose are the guides? You don't care because you ain't replaced them.
Yeah. Yep.
They don't move.
No, you know what I mean, right?
No.
Put the valve in. Let me show you something.
Oh, the slot between the actual valve and the guide?
Yeah. Put it in and pull it out about 1/4 of an inch. About 1/4 of an inch from hitting the seat. Push it all the way in.
Okay, I got you.
Now pull it out 1/4 of an inch and rock the valve. The head of the valve. How much slop you got? Up and down.
I understand your
Now you see
limitations.
my point, right?
So,
What's it
it's
gonna
all
do when
good.
it's
Whatever
running?
you
It's
can
gonna
do.
be rocking on the seat.
Yep.
It'll run. I love doing shit to fucking. Believe me, I'm no stranger to fucking hacking shit together.
You were
I just try to get better.
you were
as
the
we go
east side of
along.
Michigan version of my buddy Al Steele.
Yeah.
Well, you
That's
know,
what
as
do.
a machinist now.
I'm a machinist now.
Yes.
I gotta start having one of them little machinist rulers in my pocket with the little T thing on it. And
Hey,
shit.
give him the mic and tell him and ask him what the reading was.
Yeah.
So we can figure it out.
My dad's got my grandpa's
We went back
slide
and
rule.
forth.
It's got a leather case with W.E.
Nice.
Whitmer on it.
Nice.
Right there. This one. That's you guard number 2, right?
Yes, this is number 2.
All right.
Turns out it's this guy named Leonard. His dad just died.
All right. Lined
Well,
up.
not just died, but his dad died a little while ago. And he's looking to get rid of some of the properties because he realizes he's not going to get around to all of it. And one of them was his dad hauled this fucking truck back from Minnesota. And that was in 1998. And it sat under a tarp building, you know, like what I used to have the Jeeps in. Since it was,
Oh shit.
yeah,
And it's in that good shape.
and it's in that good a shape. It was completely covered at all sides. It was not getting wet. It just fucking sat there. He has 3 others of those trucks, but that was the best one, and that was the only one that was together. The other 2 of them, the body was all blown apart. One of them, like, the cab is in the shop and the doors are on the shelf, and you know, you never would have found all the parts.
Okay.
The other one, most of it was there. It was just sitting on an S10 frame.
Thanks, bud.
Which is what we're gonna do to this. But,
I got you, homie.
But Baron's already given me the S10. Yeah, square body Blazer. It's actually really decent shape.
Square
Okay.
body blazer?
Square body 2-door Blazer.
Damn.
Yeah.
I want one of those.
Find me any S10 and I will give it to you. Actually, you know what? If I get that other S10 from Keg, then I could just do that. Anyway, I digress.
I wouldn't mind a Bronco too.
A Bronco as well, or a Bronco?
A Bronco too.
Yes. Bronco 2 or Bronco as well? Yes.
So yeah, work, but
We're doing
I've
it
been
that way.
proven wrong on that a couple times today. Are you? What's the torque?
Well, 3-stage, so 20, whatever, whatever.
3-stage. Holy fuck, Japanese.
So you're doing 1. So we're calling this
We're calling that 2.
2, 3.
3. Yep.
4.
I would call that 4. Yep. 5. 6.
7.
7. Yep, that's how I do it.
Okay, and stage 2. 43, and then 47.
They're that specific.
Yeah.
I'm glad I have a torque wrench that reads individual numbers.
Yeah.
Japanese, man.
Remember how someone thought mine was broken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Works just fine.
That
2.
one's I almost could. I mean, it's heavy, but.
Alright, ready? Heavage.
1, 2, 3, go!
We're getting good at that.
Yeah, I know, right? Alright. Trans gotta go up.
Oh, that's right. Can we get it with the dowels and lift up with it? Yeah. I'm in on my
Alright,
stud.
so
Jack.
I can hold the engine.
Want me to hit the jack underneath
Get
it?
the jack underneath it, yep.
Okay.
The jack underneath the trans.
Oh, really?
Well,
I'm
you've
gonna
got the jack holding the engine.
Yeah.
You think we could just lift the whole thing and wiggle wiggle?
Maybe. I was assuming you were gonna get back under there and do what you're doing with the
Oh,
trans.
well then I can do that.
Yeah. So.
Alright.
And then Dave and I can wrestle the engine.
Alright, so.
Alright, it's getting in. So.
Have fun.
Alright. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Bring the thunder. Is that
Trying.
timing?
I mean, we don't have
timing-
an intake on it.
We might have a timing problem.
We don't have an intake. Yeah, that does kind of look like a timing problem.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're about ready to ride a ride that was put together by Carnies?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know
You're
what.
assuming it's safe, even though the guy that put it together only has 9 fingers.
Yeah.
These are.
Well, that means he's only fucked up once, so that's okay.
Yeah, he's had 10 chances. And he's only fucked up one of them.
Well,
so
no, I
that's
meant
good.
Yakuza-wise. He's only had to chop one of his fingers off, you know.
Oh, well, I mean, the Yakuza and the Carnies are
Yeah.
very similar.
True.
Way of life, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. Where
These little, these for?
drug smuggling compartments?
Drug
I'm not
smuggling
quite
I
sure.
don't know.
I don't know.
I've never owned a Brad before.
I don't know why. I think there's for accessory mounts or something. Then there's like a little, like one of the little emblems here I'll show you is hinged. I don't know why that is either.
These are extremely uncomfortable.
Aren't they?
Yes.
Aren't they? They're really bad.
God, yeah, I couldn't. I mean, because we have ice in them right now, so you'd be even more bolt upright.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like you're laying down, sort of.
Yeah.
So you're upright.
They're just,
It even hurts the knees.
I don't.
How the hell can you have a passenger vehicle that hurts the knees?
Because you're tax evading. Chicken tax evading.
Chicken tax evading. So here we are, Dave.
how did we fix the engine in your Subaru?
Well, we just did it the easy and right way, and we bought another Subaru.
We bought another Subaru. This sweet gal, if you can't tell by the seats that we're sitting in the back of a pickup truck, is a Subaru Brat. I've always wanted one of these things, and when Dave found an engine that just happened to have a Subaru Brat wrapped around it, I jumped on the opportunity. So this old sweetheart is mine now, because Dave building a Subaru means that I need to have a Subaru too.
Yeah, we gotta just, one Subaru isn't enough for this group, so.
They're like Pringles. You can't just have one.
Exactly, and like any old car, you buy one and it just comes with enough spare parts to make another because these all rust out, so it's great. And I need somebody to pawn spares on, so it works even better.
Yeah. So we are going to rip the running engine out of this Subaru, and then I'm going to take the engine that we spent 2 days throwing a chair about, and I'm going to fix that one and put it back in here.
I mean, it only needs a new cam and lifters, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
It doesn't even really need those.
Where's the chair?
But yeah, I mean, when I put out a bolo on the Subi group, and I'm like, hey, I need an EA81, and this awesome guy Jimmy up in Traverse City's like, well, hey, check it out. Like, I can give you an engine, or for like double the price of the engine, you can have the whole car. And I'm like, well, I mean, who's gonna turn down the whole car at that price? So I bought the whole car, and I'm already like loving it. So yeah,
I bought the whole.
Well,
car.
then Keith bought the whole car because Keith was just like unprompted, was like, hey, I'll just take the whole car off you. I'm like, cool. So,
I mean, let's be honest. You never had it in your possession before I bought it. We were talking about this, and I was like, I will buy the whole Brat. Because you
pretty
mentioned
much.
it was in a Brat, and before you even said anything about, hey, he's willing to sell the whole car, I was like, I will buy the whole car.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's...
I didn't want to say I didn't care how much it was, but I do love these things.
I mean...
I really always wanted one. I just could never find one that was in shitty enough condition for me.
It's got weight reduction, real good weight reduction, and there's only the... I mean, it actually runs and drives really nice. I had to steal the carburetor off my 3-door to get this thing to even start, but it only makes a really terrible noise when you engage the rear wheels right now because
who
of
needs rear wheels?
rot or whatever. I don't know. It's bad. So we got to fix on that today before we go driving. But other than that, it's great.
The NACL has not been nice to this car.
No. It's got just shy of critical weight reduction, so which is perfect.
I got welders and rebar.
Yeah, I mean
and
it's
no sense.
better than the Jaguar already, so in terms of that, so it's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you open the window?
Jimmy opened it.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, that is an awesome pass me a beer window.
Isn't it?
Yeah. All right. That's Shifter. She's looser than my prom date.
Yeah, getting it in reverse is a bitch. You gotta it's like worse than getting the U-Go in reverse, just so you know. It might take you a second.
Okay, is it over and back?
Yeah, it's like the Jeep. It's right down.
You know, this is the first. No, it's not. I was gonna say this is the first Japanese car I've owned, but no, it isn't.
Hilux.
Hilux. All right, first start or first time.
Yeah,
I've driven it. All right, key. So you got one function in life. You turn the car on, and if you're not gonna do that, you're kind of useless. I mean, I could maybe open a can of Spam with you, but
what's it doing?
It won't turn. This car starts, right? No, I mean, the key will not turn. The key is jammed. My bi-recreational all-terrain vehicle is fucking up.
You already gave me the money
key will
for it.
not turn. I already gave you the money. I have the title. It's mine now.
What the?
Just give her a shot. I mean, not much, but... Are you Googling?
Yeah. How would you do that?
I know, right? Fuck. A pair of pliers.
Yeah.
is the right key. I know it is.
It's the only key, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's the only key, and I fucking started it. I came out here, and I was so excited I turned the fucking key. Apparently, it was the last time the key was going to turn.
Yeah.
Well, that does nothing. Come on. It went a little bit further. There we go. Got it.
Yes.
I don't know what the fuck its problem was, but...
I'm so relieved. Yeah. I got it.
Okay.
All right, fuel pump on.
Fuel pump is on. Clutch is down.
Oh, he fucking loves it. Ease her in. She'll do it. All right, she is in full low, by the way.
I can see that. Four-wheel drive low right on the dashboard. Wow.
Yeah, it's bad. Oh, you found it. Good.
Found it.
It's meant to be.
It's meant to be. It likes me.
Oh, you found it. Good. It's meant to be. You Excalibured the rear reverse gear.
First ride. We are out in the snow.
Oh, it's so cold. It is so cold already. Oh, God. My face is going to go numb. This is great.
Oh my God.
By recreational all-terraining. Yes! Oh, and the drive shaft doesn't sound like it's about to break, so that's good.
Oh my God, this is awesome!
This is really sweet.
Oh. Dave, I'm so glad you found this thing!
Well, thanks for hooking us up, Jimmy. You're the man.
Oh yeah, Jimmy, when you watch this video, thank you very much!
Don't worry, she went to a good home, Jimmy.
He's going to a good home. He's gonna get well loved. I already love it!
This is awesome.
Yeah, fresh powder!
You can see where the Jeep left earlier.
Yeah, I can see your tracks. Yeah, fresh powder 4x4.
Woohoo!
Turning.
Yeah, Jimmy said she does lock up a little bit if you aren't careful, but maybe we fix that. Alright, so on today's episode of Dirty White Boys Garage, we're going to do the right thing and take a nice running and idling motor out of this running and driving car and put it into one that doesn't. So, you'll notice, went and put a nice 2-barrel lever in this thing. It would rev pretty darn good if the timing was set properly and it was warmed up and we didn't have a massive exhaust leak. So it's basically perfect. So I got this all dialed in and we're going to go put it in there, and Keith is going to take this motor, which has the bad internals, and try and fix it, I guess, and put it in that. And I've actually driven that car around the block a time or two, and it's about as safe as the Jaguar, which for Keith, that's perfect. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get wrenching. Come on. There we go.
There, she's free.
Yep. All right. Well, that was pretty easy. Okay. Oh, man, tearing my priceless shop jacket. That's okay.
You know what you should swap into this, Dave?
2J?
Corvair motor.
I mean, I do know of a Corvair, and it has a motor in it.
I'm sure your parents won't mind.
No, they won't care. They only just bought it and have driven it like 5 miles or 20 miles, whatever it is. They love it. Yeah, I think
Dad.
somehow by some miracle we're free here.
May comes around, your dad goes to start it, just hears a spinning starter, because the motor's gone.
Or no, we put this in. Actually, funny enough, I think this probably has more horsepower than that Corvair motor does.
What year is it again?
63.
And it's not a turbo.
No. No, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this probably does have more
Pretty
power.
sure this does. Okay. Huh?
And she's quite a bit lighter, too.
Yeah.
Oh, lift her up.
Lift her up a bit higher.
Just a smidge. That reminds me.
That was pretty quick. So, I mean, it's what? Like, probably, 20 minutes have passed, so we're going to make it. We're going to make it to dinner by the lake. No problem.
Ready?
All right. Well, it's only about, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours later, some amount. Who knows? And this is ready to come out now. So same procedure. We're just going to yank her on out. Then we got to go throw her on this table here, get the flywheel off, get the clutch off, and then immediately bolt the flywheel and clutch onto the motor we got on the stand there, and put that motor right back in this, right where we found it, and then we're going to have to start regasketing these leaky valve covers, and hopefully in a couple hours here, we might hear the thing purr before dinner. That'd be nice. Guy's already getting kind of hungry. So, let's do this. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, yep, we're off the dowels now. I know 2 strong guys were able to lift this out last time, but why have 2 strong guys work hard when you can have 1 twig like me work fast? Okay. Oh, there we go. That's, yeah. Oh, is that just that support smacking?
Yep.
That's fine. Oh yeah. How nice. Look how nice and crusty that oil leak made everything under there. That's great.
That's rust protection, Dave.
It is. It is. I think
That's patented Triumph rust protection.
I think that oil probably did a pretty good job preserving those rubber mounts there too. I don't even think we need to change on them. That's good news, but yeah, you can tell there's a bit of leaking going on. Jimmy said it was leaking out of the valve covers, and I'm inclined to believe him. Yeah. All right. Out we go. All right, so update you. We went to lunch. Went and took this through the old car wash here to clean the big chunks off. It's still not clean enough for other members of our garage squad, I guess you would say, but I think it's fine. So we were going to go ahead and swap flywheels and clutches because my car had a allegedly brand new clutch when I bought it, and it turned out to be a brand new clutch, and I figured this thing would just be shot, so I'm like, nah, we'll swap on them. Well, as it turns out, the clutch that came with the car is actually in really good shape, and it's Looky brand. So we're just gonna go take Keith's homemade little plug here, or Clutch Liner 5000, and we're gonna put this clutch right back on and let that clutch stay with that engine because this is fine. So next step is we're going to go ahead and these valve cover gaskets are just leakier than they'll get out. We're going to swap those. And while we're here, we might as well take the oil pan off and put a new gasket on that and clean all the gunk out of the oil pan. And then this thing is basically ready to go back into that car and get started. So, yeah, that's the next step. Let's do it. Okay, so we're decided not to swap flywheels, so this flywheel is back in. We're going to have to put this motor back in, and once we do that, we can basically close this brat up, and then it's Keith's problem. Congratulations, Keith. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. Just kind of ease her on in here. right, just a quick update. So after about 11,000 tries, that still isn't quite in. So we just do the whatever thing and decided to go tackle a different project. I really wanted to get the gaskets on this thing replaced and drying that we needed to do, so as to not waste time. So I got valve cover gaskets on real quick. We're doing the oil pan, and what I wanted to show y'all is that this is actually really nice in here. Yeah, there's just a little bit of sludge at the very front, as you can tell, but overall there's no metal. This is a really, really clean oil pan, and this is exactly how I took it off after we went to the car wash with it. So no sludge got in there. If you look at the pickup, that's clean. The valve train, we're just gonna
Ignore that.
Those are fine. I'm kind of pissed at myself. I even just looked at those. Those are perfectly okay. Yeah, they're fine. So yeah, we're gonna go clean this up, go put a new oil pan gasket on, get that sealed all around. Then this motor's drying. We're gonna take that back out, double check to make sure that our clutch is aligned, which it's probably not, which is why it's taking so long. And then get back to you. Unfortunately, it's a bit hard to show us getting the motor in and out because I need the cameraman to help me. So, yeah, we'll put the new oil pan gasket on and catch up with you when hopefully that's in. Son of a bitch. Okay, so you'll notice two things. One, we aren't at dinner. Two, the motor's running and pretty good. So current outstanding issues are a weak fuel pump, which is why it just cut out now. I had to go jump the relay because the relay's crashed. That's cool. We had some gremlins. I'll show you right here. This third wire here got tucked behind the coil. And fortunately, Joe was able to figure out that that's what we were missing because I went through about 4 15-amp fuses. I'd turn the key, it'd blow, turn the key, it'd blow. We went all around looking everywhere. Couldn't figure it out. It ended up being that. We do have a slight exhaust leak on this cylinder head right now. We'll have to fix that some other time. I got it fixed enough where we're just going to send on it, and later I can jack it up and fix it and re-chase those threads or something and get it to torque down right. We still got to hook cooling fans up, but right now I'm just letting it warm up so we can set our timing properly, but just twisting the distributor, it fired immediately. This carb is really great, so yeah, that's about yeah, we kind of got going there, so we didn't film a whole lot of getting in, putting it back in, all of that. Thanks to Keith for that little tool that he made. It worked perfectly. And this motor went in great. Everything hooked up great. And aside from, I don't know, what, 2 hours worth, you think, of electrical snafus, we're running. So I'm just going to let this thing warm up real good, get our timing dialed in, and
Burp it.
Burp. We got the coolant burping right now. Might need to add some more in a minute. And then for the first time in probably, I would say at least 15, possibly 20 years, this car will be driving under its own power somewhere. So, oh, and we got to put the hood back on. So, all right, well, this warms up. We'll leave you with that.
at the end of all this, Dave, what were we trying to do here?
Well, to start, the whole reason that this is here is because I needed a new motor for this. And, you know, as things go, Keith just was like, I'm like, hey, Keith, getting a motor from a brat and just dragging the whole brat home. And Keith was like, I'll take the brat. Okay.
Damn it, Dave, I thought you were my friend, and now you dragged me into your Subaruing, and now I have a Subaru, so we can have a Subaru club.
Yeah. So just, you know, these things just replicate, I guess.
They're like chips, you can't have just one.
No.
Yeah.
No. So, you know, we did the right thing and took the perfectly running motor in this car to replace the rebuilt motor that we just did in this car that has problems, because I have like the patience of a 10-year-old and had no interest in tearing that motor apart and fixing it when I could just go get another motor and drive the car that I wanted to drive for the last 2 months.
You got another car. Well, actually what you did was you made me buy a car so you could steal the motor out of it, so you could be impatient with your engine. See, now I'm more patient than Dave is, and I've got more time and a YouTube show, so I'm going to take this motor back apart and replace our actually broken lifter that we put back in, and it did work.
Yeah, I mean, it will
It fired.
work. I mean, the previous owner told me that he drove it home and had no clue it was that way like 16 years ago, so I don't know. Probably fine.
It'll send.
It'll send.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. You know what? I mean, if I can get this motor to run with the new Weber I just bought for it and the intake welded up and everything, I'm going to send it. I'm just going to let it go. I mean,
might as
you
well.
know, yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, Dirty White Boy's Garage, right? Just run it till it blows. God, Corone would be just pulling his hair out right now if he could see us.
Oh, yeah.
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 Corone thought we were idiots because he was
we
like,
are.
well, why didn't you just stop right there and wait around for 4 weeks for the right part and do it right the first time? And Corone doesn't seem to understand that sometimes things got to get done now.
And sometimes the shop's just gonna get lost.
You're gonna lose the shop.
You know, I mean, it was, well, I wasn't gonna leave that thing in Keith's garage for like a month or 3, and so, I mean, the whole thing was, well, the car will be leaving the barn or the shop tonight, regardless of what happens. So, might as well see if it fires up.
Yeah, a lot of that good that did us, because you
Yeah.
just made me buy a Subaru, so now that gets to sit in my shop for the next forever.
Yeah, way she goes.
Way she goes.
How long until you find me a Subaru?
Right? I mean, Joe, you gotta buy, so our next motor swap has gotta be yours, Joe.
Yeah. I mean,
Our
Joe,
next-
By to be determined Subaru.
Joe,
Yes.
how long did it take me to find you a TR7 to buy when you asked for one?
Hours?
37 seconds.
Yeah. Don't ever tell me and Keith to find you a vehicle, because we will.
Can I just point out how awesome
in
it
a
is?
bad
I'm
way.
sitting on a Subaru tailgate. It's a Subaru pickup truck. I just can't get over this.
Seats
Jump seats.
and grip handles.
So you guys will see this truck on future episodes of Dirty White Boy's Garage. But until then, don't do what we have done. This is for entertainment, not necessarily education. And get out in your garage and have fun.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
I mean, we recommend most of what we do,
Hey,
but
it-
drag your friends into buying more low quality shit boxes.
yeah, I mean, as my uncle told me one time, he said, David, don't ever let the perfect get in the way of the good. And there's just nothing but good right here.
It's
So,
nothing but crunchy goodness.
you know, if we were to wait to get this paint all nice and buffed up and all the rust welded up, well, we'd be too old to enjoy it. So might as well just, you know, don't let the car not being shiny stop you from driving it, folks, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. 440.
Yeah.
But thanks for joining us on this episode of Dirty White Boys Garage. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me because, you know, we're just starting out. We've been doing this going on a year now. So I might have to do like a 1-year anniversary kind of build-off thing or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. And if you have a derelict vehicle sitting in your driveway that needs attention, get out there and do it. it ain't gonna get off its own butt and get off its own couch and get, you know, fixed itself. It's gotta have some tender love and care. So yeah, till then, have a good time. See you later.
Yes. One take, motherfuckers. All right. Clean the lens off, just make sure that's good. Okay, I guess we'll. All right. So today I'm. We'll edit that out. Cut.
Do you say tape?
I say film. Yeah, we're
you say
filming.
film.
Yeah,
Okay.
I say film.
Because
I don't
mean,
say
I'm
I
wondering
tape
at
this.
what point do they quit calling it tape? It's not tape.
It's record.
Right.
That's what it is, but it's
Whatever the gay space millennial term
gay
is.
space
for it.
millennials. All right, well that's a good. Yeah, let's get this thing out.
All right. Oh, look who's fucking here.
decides to fucking show up.
Oh, he's got
We're gonna lose the show.
You know what? Fine.
Yeah, and bring some coffee for the rest of us.
And that pink foo-foo shit.
Poor chair.
We're all equally terrible. You know?
Yeah, this side was good.
Oh, dude, that's reusable.
That's reusable. We're just gonna dust this and reuse on that.
Flush thing. I think I actually do have the
Subaru cam,
no.
round, you might say.
Subaru cam. Round.
Come on, fucking little legs go.
I have that on camera.
Do you really?
All right.
Dude, the blooper reel for this is going to be epic.
Oh no.
One thing they always do on Mighty Car Mods is they walk over. Here you go, buddy.
We're getting sued now.
We're getting sued now.
Yep.
Just
Wow.
Subaru it.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm just bending you. Yeah, take a look at that. I mean, the. Oh, it doesn't even want to pour out. Oh my God, it's coming out like orange.
Yeah. So that was the problem I had.
Yeah, that was from 5 minutes of driving. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. We're gonna fix that.
Is it time lapse?
It was not recording the whole time because
Oh, really?
it was apparently just timed out.
Oh shit.
Like it's not dead. It's at 79%. I'm recording now, but
Oh.
I could put it in time lapse.
I don't know. The video of him trying to get this suction cup to stick to this valve is pretty good. This is just not happening.
You might need to
I mean,
clean that a little more.
When they just did it 3 times. Yeah. This valve's just being a pain.